everybody, NecroVMX here, and I'm doing a little special video to show you Chronicles of the Dark Lord Episode 1, Nightmare Vision, which is the DLC package for Chronicles of the Dark Lord Episode 1, Tides of Fate, that is being released today. I'm actually playing a late beta version, but, the only differences you would notice are in grammar, because that's the last thing that was tested. Well, anyway, First I want to talk about it very briefly. I just want to say that this is being released on all our major distributors, Amazon, Desura, and all that. I believe the cost is $1.50, although if you had already bought the game on Desura, you can get it for free. If you haven't, it's being sold as a package, so you don't have to buy the DLC and the game separately. To actually get to the DLC content, well, actually I want to talk about that very briefly too. It's not just DLC. Basically, we added a lot to the game. We added new graphics, we added the battle gauge. I showed that in a previous video. You don't see it here because there's no battles in this area that I'm in. We added new graphics, the battle gauge, we added some new bosses in the Realm of the Fae, bonus bosses that you can fight, and some other really cool tricks. There's some extra treasures and shit like that you'll find throughout the game. The unfortunate thing is, due to a lot of the new programming, some of the old saves are not going to be compatible, so if you try to load an older save after you install it, it might not work, so you might have to, play the game again, which, to see most of the new content, you would do that. But I wanted to show you the main campaign of Nightmare Vision, so let's consider this a all-in-one video. Let's play Nightmare Vision. To get to it, you have to beat the game, so here I am at the very end of the game in the Abyss, and I'm level 61, which is just fine. So we're just going to play through to the ending. We're going to fight Zeon. You get to watch the ending again. So, we meet at last. Zeon, the atrocity of the gods. Yes, I am the atrocity himself. You must be the insects that Anto had told me about. It does not matter, though. You're too late. Your world will be consumed by the Abyss, and I will reign as your god. You're such a pompous ass. Do you really think that everyone will just lie down and let you destroy everything we hold near and dear to our hearts? You're about to experience what it's like when you piss me off. You have no conception, no idea what the hell life means to people like us. You're going to learn, though, Zeon. You're going to learn the hard way. You have no power over us, Zeon. You hold no sway. While we are mortal, it is exactly because of our mortality that we have the power to do what we must do. You actually believe you can contend with my will? That you can match my power? Only one of you is a touched one, I sense, and your powers are vastly inferior to my own. Do you not understand by now? I am the essence of the Abyss. It's ridiculous to think you even stand a chance. I'm going to destroy your world so that it may be reborn as a monument to me and to the Abyss. Stop resisting. It's pointless to even try. Stop right there, Zeon. You took everything from me. My family, my life, even my own will for a time. You will not take those things away from anyone else. On my very soul, I swear this. I don't think you get it, Zeon. We're not afraid of you. Hell, my damn horse is more intimidating than you. What a monumental blowhard. On my honor, as an Ivory Knight of the Kingdom of Goldenhorn, there is no way I'm going to let you reign over anything. Idiotic! Your words mean nothing to me. It is all so meaningless. When the Abyss has consumed your world, then, and only then, will the existence finally have a purpose to it. Your world longs for this. Your struggle is futile. I actually pity you, Zeon. You do not understand life at all. We yearn to better ourselves, to be more than what we are. All you strive for is an existence of perpetual stagnation. What a fool you are. You will never understand any of this, and that is why you will lose, Zeon. Our mortality gives us a kind of strength you will never understand. You have haunted our world for long enough, Zeon. No more shall we live in the shadow of your evil. I do this for my beloved Magus, for my love Ziria, for my shield Sib, for everyone here and across the world. We will show you, Zeon, here and now, why we are stronger than you. Zeon, it is because of you that my people have died at the hands of your servants. You threaten and try to kill my family and my comrades. It is because of you that my sister, that she was stolen from this life. No, no, you will not take anything from us any longer. For all that exists within this world, Zeon, you will be destroyed. Never! Tremble, feeble creatures, and witness the true form and power of the Abyss. Here we go. Zeon draws near. Command. Fist of the Abyss. Oh, yeah. He's onslaught. The glory of chaos! Plague Barrage. Oh, not to her. Oh, it's irritating. Hold on. I'll just use an elixir. Wake up, Wendy! I mean, Isis. Hope the music is at a good volume, you guys. Fist of the Abyss again. Dragonic Annihilation. She got debuffed. That's the sucky part. It's alright, he doesn't last very long. Not at the level I'm at. I have played through the Zadaron, and I have Galena, obviously. Take a magic. This did the Abyss again. No genocide. I've gotten lucky so far. About a third of his health left. Dragon form. Oh, here comes this big one, Genocide. But I'm at full health, so we're good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I got Phoenix Tears. Galena will survive that. That was my bad. Oh, I have all that shit I haven't used. Well, should have used that before the battle, huh? The hell are my Phoenix Tears? I know I had a bunch of them. Let's see. Quicken Scroll, Mega Potion. Hey, they are. Just burn an Ultra Elixir. I only have one Ultra Elixir. It's okay, it'll make it a challenge. The last time I did the DLC, I was level 99. It's almost gone, too. Might not have needed to use that. Nope. I did need to use it. That's okay, Isis is next. This might end it. Nope. How much life do you have? Oh, just a little sliver. This should do it then, because she hits twice. Boom. Boom. Thank you, Galena. Alright, suffer and perish. Spoils from my adversaries. And you get the Key to the Abyss and the Inferni Diadem. Now, previously, These two items were merely symbolic because the game ended after this, but now the game's not going to end. You actually use these two items to get to the DLC content, which is what I'm going to show you after the ending and the credits. Impossible! No! No! I was so close! Yeah, bad pie. Before he is able to revive, we must use the corn thigh. Quickly, my love, here is the corn thigh. Read the damn inscription on the corn thigh now, Magus. I consecrate this seal with the entrusted wisdom of the unified light and darkness. I call upon the powers of the corn thigh to seal the body and soul of the atrocity of all that lives. We have to get out of here now. How do we know if the sealing worked? We cannot wait around here to find out. Our asses have to be out of here now. I can get us out of here. Do it now, Aubrielle. And we're out. We get to see the abyss explode, of course. Awesome. See some new graphics there. And there you have it, Majara. We are unsure if the sealing worked or not. We think maybe it did. Problem is, though, there is no way to find out for sure. There has to be a way to find out. 1,000 pardons, Your Majesties, though I have news. We have just received word that the abyss ruptured and looked like it was going to close, but it did not. There was some great pulse, and it started expanding again. No. How? How is that possible? I bet you 1,000 Sterin coins it is not Zeon. Who then? The only one that could have inherited Zeon's essence as his vessel, Anto Kalius. So by killing Anto, we only did him a favor then. He wanted us to kill him so that he could get Zeon's essence for himself. He had this planned all along, and we fell right into it. Once he's ready, we can expect Anto to send the might of the Abyss against everyone, everywhere. Cytheria? So it has finally come to pass, then. The War of the Abyss is upon us.
1, 2, actors coming by ye, yeah.
And we sit through the credits. I could tell you about all the people in the credits now. You've heard Marielle's song. I don't mind talking over it. If you want to listen to it, it is on my channel. Just look for Day to Fall. Executive producer Tanya Patel, of course, she's the CEO of Kazarth Studios. She wrote the game, created Chronicles of a Dark Lord, is responsible for all of this. Story by Tanya and Carissa Botella. Carissa has had input over the years in shaping the story, so she definitely gets a credit. I did the story for the DLC, but that's got its own credits. Music by Kevin MacLeod, Zero Project, Sketchy Logic, Chris Hearn, Enterbrain. And we have some royalty-free music that basically covers all the artists that have declined credits. They don't want credit, they just want their music out there, so we respect that. Of course, the song you're listening to now, Datafall, written and performed by the amazingly talented Marielle Thomas. Definitely look her up. She is an amazing talent. And yes, she will have a song in Episode 2. 2 songs in Episode 2, actually. The director of graphic design was me. I'm now the vice president of the company, but back then I was the director of graphic design. I also did that background that you're watching scroll by. The original map design was by Richard Hall. He didn't actually do any of the maps in this version of the game that you're seeing, but they're based on maps from the original version of Chronicles of Dark Lord that he had done, so he still gets a credit, obviously. And the remake map design was by Tanya. She did it all herself. Episode 2 actually is interesting because the mapping was done by 4 different people. Tanya, there was also Elizabeth, there was Garrett, and there was me. James Fazzuglio is our editor. He's our grammar Nazi. Looks through all the text, making sure that Tanya doesn't go crazy with the commas. Character and enemy design, Tanya Vitello. Brandy Campbelloff actually drew that amazing sprite for Zeon at the end, and Enterbrain, they had created the engine sprites that some of our stuff was based off of. Our Director of Quality Assurance is Edward Chris Wagelin, or as I call him, the Wag, is our lead tester. And our Director of Marketing is Andrew Ritter. He's no longer Director of Marketing, he's still in the marketing department. We now have this girl Lynn doing it, so you'll see her name in episode 2's credits. Lynn Carrick. Okay. The sales coordinator, Danny Francis, who just pretends she never existed. Couldn't stand that woman. She's no longer around. Programming and event design by Tanya Botello. She is our programmer and our designer. Nice piano part here. I always like this part. And of course our testers, we had Eric Smith, Ryan Meyer, we called him Frank for some reason, and Danny did some testing as well. We have a larger QA group for the second game though, so it'll be interesting. Even for the DLC we had a larger group. Character concepts, Tanya Botello, of course she created Mages. Carissa Botello, she created Ziria. Sharon Sherry Wallace, she's responsible for Galena. James Pizzuglio, he's responsible for Anduin. Patricia Carter, obviously she's responsible for Reyna. Jennifer Hall, responsible for Drea. Krista the Mad Herald, obviously Krista. And Richard Hall is responsible for Lucy. Pretty much any other character, Tanya. Of course, our special thanks, Enterbrain, for creating the engine that we made this game in. Noah Brown actually engineered the song you're listening to. Julie's my girlfriend. She did some mild testing. Tim Barker, Mog Hunter, Ian Falco. These are a lot of people that were involved in the pen and paper version of the game, and of course the AOL role-playing community. To be continued in episode 2, but also to be continued immediately. Nightmare Vision, which I'm going to play now. See, normally what it would do from here is it would go right to the title screen, but we've changed that. So it's going to happen is it's eventually going to fade out. And you'll get this message that's going to pop up. Eventually. Congratulations, you have unlocked the final content of Nightmare Vision and will now be sent to the Realm of the Fae to begin your newest challenge. You're actually right in front of the house that you need to go to, but let me just save real quick, and I'm going to actually just show you something else real quick. Well, actually, I don't even know if Tanya had implemented this yet. Okay, that's all fucked up. She needs to fix that. Alright, that's Tanya, if you're watching the video, that's another thing to fix before we actually do the release. The release is actually today, but like I said, I'm playing a beta version. She might have already fixed that. But anyway, what you do is you just go here. There is a slot that looks like it was made for a special key and some kind of ornate headdress. Do you wish to attempt to open it? Actually, no. I'll stay at the end first. Have any money? Yeah, I got money. Okay. Believe it or not, you will spend money in there. Well, you should, anyway. Just wanted to make sure I had a pretty good amount of cash. Mad cheddar ho! Alright. Well. Alright, so let's delve ourselves into Nightmare Vision. By saying yes. After inserting the key to the Abyss and the Inferni Diadem, they begin to glow. And you go in. You're in this dilapidated house. You cannot go out. The doorway is sealed by some kind of energy. So all you can do is go over to this bed. And there it is. It is a warm and inviting bed, and you suddenly feel very tired. Do you wish to rest here? You could say perhaps another time, but that doesn't do anything. So you pretty much, to continue, gotta say yes. He vents his dark passion onto his foes. Antocalius. I don't know how you've transported me here, but it will prove to be a grave error. I am not the one you speak of, Dark Lord. You merely see that which you detest the most. Explain yourself. You are dreaming, but this is no ordinary dream. Intriguing. Go on. You have faced many trials, Dark Lord, but here in this nightmare you face one like no other. You face yourself. I already have. There was one called himself Harbinger. That was different. You faced a possibility. You faced what you may have become had you chosen another path. So here I am to face myself as I am now? Precisely, but not all at once. To be quite honest, you would never survive such an encounter. Here you will face aspects of yourself in turn. You said I see that which I most despise. You catch on fast. Let me ask you a question. If I really were the one called Antocalius, would you have attacked me? Without hesitation. Your anger is useful. It fuels your passion and drive, but it must be tempered by reason. You are alone. Had you taken on this Antocalius by yourself, you would surely have died. How do you know that? I don't. You are the one who knows. I see. Because you're a part of me, you know only what I know. Sorry, the cat's playing guitars. I love this part. This part of the song always makes me think of cats playing guitars. Correct, your anger would force you to attack, but you already know the attack would fail. Discretion, after all, is the better part of valor. You are brave, Dark Lord, but you are not a fool. My challenge is a simple one. Destroy your enemies. But as you said earlier, I cannot destroy my enemies alone. Quite. Though you are alone, you may call forth avatars of your comrades to aid you in battle. They appear as you know them, and you may use 3 of them. Just know that though you face this nightmare alone, in reality you are not and must never be. Let us begin then. Alright, so here we go. Of course, Zeria, Isis, and Galena, it has to be. Focus your rage, Dark Lord. Bring death to your enemies. So you have a very high encounter rate. So here we have some new enemies. Calignus, Dark Imp. Ooh, I got an extra turn here. Go. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay. Darkness. Yeah, Sybil Strike should do it. Yep. Isis levels up. Galena levels up. Very high encounter rate here, as you see. Arcane Wisps here. Fuck you! I'm a pretty high level, so this all should be pretty easy. Although, like I said, the first time I went through this, you know, just to test and see if it was beatable, I was level 99, so it was actually really easy, so... Probably shouldn't be spamming Draconic Annihilation, but... Stop doing that. And more leveling up. Actually gonna magic drain the Arcane Wisp here. Let Zeria do it. Oh, that's right, it heals those guys. Alright. I'll do Dark Embrace. That'll heal him too, but it's at full health already. Sheedian Might won't do it though. Sheedian Might is not Dark Element, it's non-elemental. Hey, you suck. Ignerus. Ah, that sucked. Okay. Getting back some of that magic that I lost there. Infernal Slash should do it here. Very nice. And Onslaught. Here we go. Oh, Galena, you level. Alright, we got a Quicken Scroll, which is good because I didn't have any. I've fought enough enemies. I'm just here to show you the... there's a boss here, though. We have to fight. These 2 guys, Urgeist and Urdemon. You see, she doesn't really do great damage. Some of these enemies a little stronger than what you've normally faced. Stagnate. At least it didn't work on Galena. Dark Embrace. Gotta counter that Stagnate. especially for Isis, since she's the healer. Hell Embers. Rancid Bite. Negate, stun, and defense down. You see, everything you see here is new. New graphics, new enemies, new music, new attacks. New story. Twister! Here's the Tweety Twister, you guys. No, not electric help! Oh well. Not what I meant to do. Oh, she got negated, really? Alright. It's an Ambrosia. Curvera. Oh, you fucking asshole. You like to magic drain, see how you like it. Oh yeah. Oh, dick. Yeah, I did tell Tanya to make this irritating. Let's actually go ahead and do shitty in mine. I'm saying it wrong, it's shitty in mine. The way I say it, shitty, it sounds like shitty. Shitty might. Haha, you suck. Nice damage there. That's it for him. Stagnate again. Shit. It's okay, it's only the demon now, and he doesn't have that many hit points left, so get some of my hit magic points back. Hold on. Yeah, that doesn't work. You've already done it to everybody, and Galena's fucking immune to it. And he's still a lot of magic from him, so might as well drain him, right? He's Dragon a Strike. Hey, Magus! Boom! That's it. Okay, it's over. I keep forgetting to use those items. Let me do that. See, I just got a Trinian and an Istrian potion, but let me use the items that I had there, too. Alright, so, hold on. Istrian potion is for hit points. Trinian potions for magic. We also had this other stuff that I got in the Zaderon. Cyan crystals, Fatima stones, and Colossus orbs. Alright, so you step on this. His greatest defeat lies not on the battlefield, but in the aftermath. Ah yes, Magus. Here is a long overdue meeting. What part of myself does Reyna represent? Think on it, Magus. Of what relation is the Queen of Goldenhorn to you? None. She is not of my kin. Do you only relate to your kin? I'd call her ally, then. But not more? No. Our pasts preclude friendship. We come together out of necessity, considering we have been at war in the past. The cause of that war is the key to understanding this aspect of yourself, Magus. It was merely a territorial dispute. Come now, Magus, you cannot lie to yourself, not here at least. Would a mere territorial dispute have led to such a bitter and protracted war? Well, if one must defend their land. Who was defending Magus, and who was attacking? I'll admit I was the aggressor. I was still so much like... Like who? Like Exides. I wanted what others had. You coveted the Ring Kingdoms. Yes, so you represent my greed. Exactly. But I am no longer that man. That is the man who would grow to become the likes of Harbinger, not myself. Avarice is a part of all people, mages. Can any of us excise a part of ourselves and discard it as trash? Go on. Wanting things is natural, mages. So since you are part of me, are you saying I should forgive myself for past transgressions? No. You must make up for overstepping your boundaries. How? You have a debt of war. However, this can be paid in two ways. I assume one is literally. Yes, the other form of payment is suffering. Intriguing. Beyond me is a field of flowers. Each step within them will bring you misfortune. However, you may clear the flowers. How? By paying your war debt. Starin coins? Exactly. This is foolishness. What makes you say that? This is but a dream. What meaning does money have? Obviously it is symbolic, mages, but as you know, this is no ordinary dream. You can die here. So make your choice. Pay your debts or suffer for your misdeeds. Speak to me again if you desire to pay your debts. First, I desire to go ahead and do this. Okay. And I'll throw a save into it. You want to pay your war debt? Very well. Here is what it will cost you. So you can get rid of the different colors of flowers, and they each do something different. And if you have the 50,000, you really want to get rid of those red flowers because they actually diminish your maximum hit points. How much money do I have now? Let's see. Oh, I got enough to clear it all, and still some left over. So I'm just going to clear the yellow flowers. Well, they get negated, you know. Green flowers. If you don't have enough money, you gotta walk through it, and every step suffer, and the purple flowers just poison you or whatever. You can walk through this freely. Normally it would suck, but there's an Ultra Elixir over there. There's a Mega Ether over there. There's Phoenix Tears. And, you still have to fight a boss. This is the Koran Bloom. Does the most damage. Oh, what did I just do? Dunaraz, that's not what I meant to do. There's Toxic Pollen. You see that as a variety of effects, none of them good. It's not a hard battle, but it hits you really hard with the status effects. As you see, Galena doesn't really fall prey to that. But you might not have her if you didn't do that side quest. It's a quick battle, though. Of course, if you're severely weakened from walking through all those flowers, it could be bad. Especially if you want to go back to the crystal afterwards. Oh, that's right, she was poisoned. Alright, one Dragonic Annihilation should end this. Nope. Gloria Chaos, then. Goodbye. The next part of this is actually really one of my favorite parts, because it's funny. Some leveling here, but I got a Fatima Stone, too, which I'm going to want to immediately use. That raises everybody's defense. Okay, let me, actually, I'm going to use Isis to do it. Because I could do, Rejuvenate. But I'm going to walk back to the crystal since I did negate all the flowers. Now, the part that really stings is that coming up is a shop, which sells very expensive but really awesome items. And if you wiped out all your money doing this, you're going to really think, wow, that sucks. Now I don't have any money for the shop. So, all men fear, even those who are feared. So here we are in a store. And we can talk to her. To go forward, you'll need only the best, am I right? So you can buy Z potions, Istrian potions, Trinian potions, and these are all at a discount, cheaper than you'll find them elsewhere. Mega Ethers, Mega Potions, Quicken Scrolls, the only place in the game that you can buy them. Ultra Elixirs are sold here. Phoenix Tears are sold here. I believe this is the only shop that sells them. I'm gonna pick up a couple of those Quicken Scrolls, though, because those are useful. Now, you'll find that there's nowhere to go. You can talk to her from behind. I've heard rumors of some maniac going into shops and incinerating the teddy bears. Wonder why that is. Aha! That's our clue. If you've been playing the game, if you ever interact with the teddy bears, you know Magus likes to blow up the teddy bears. You can't leave. A mysterious force prevents you from leaving. There's no staircase or anything to go forward. You gotta blow this motherfucker up. So let's see. Boom! Fuck you! Huh? Still there. You cannot annihilate your fears so easily, Dark Lord! Oh, I love this part. Ah, look at this. We're in court. Court's in session. You stand accused, Dark Lord, of nurturing your true fears. What say you? Guilty! Guilty! Order in the court! Has the accused anything to say in his own defense? What matter of mockery is this? Guilty! Guilty! Order! Order! Explain your bizarre crimes, Dark Lord. I refuse to take part in this farce. If I am to face a battle, let it be so. Put an enemy beyond my sword, but do not insult me with this mockery of justice. Guilty! He's guilty! He fears us! Yes, precious! Silence! Magus Drakenlee, explain to the court why you destroy every teddy bear you see. I will not. Boo! Is your fear so great that you must vent it on a form so inoffensive? I do not fear you. Liar! He lies! Order! I demand order! You need not explain anyway. I know the odd wound to which you still pick at. We are all a part of you, have you forgotten? Your fear confronts you. You can no longer run. You may deny what you fear to the outside world for as long as you like, but there is none here but you. How much longer will you live this lie you have told yourself? This is absurd. Ooh. This is as absurd as you have made it. What you are guilty of is not fearing us, but making us the face of your true fear. Then what is to be done? Kill him! Feed him to Teddy! Perhaps there is something to that. You may not be willing to face your own true fear, but if that is the path you have chosen, then so be it. Let us become something worth fearing. Oh, snap. I loved writing that part. I was laughing the whole time. So here we are in the battlefield, and there's a gigantic fucking teddy bear. Perhaps if you survive, we may acquit you fully one day. Okay, so backstory as to why I'm fighting a fucking teddy bear. When we were doing the original version of the game, Tanya thought it would be really funny to kind of fuck with quality assurance. So what she did was she put the sprite, not exactly this sprite, but she put the sprite for a teddy bear boss in one of the folders, you know, and they saw it there, and they assumed that there was a teddy bear boss in the game, and that had something to do with blowing up all the teddy bears. And our lead QA guy, Chris Waglin, the WAG, was saying, you know, I haven't managed to find out how to do it, you know, and he kept asking, how do you get to the teddy bear boss? And we're telling him, oh, we can't tell you, you have to test everything, you know. Of course, there was no teddy bear boss. So when I was writing this, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to actually put a teddy bear boss in the game. And what's his name? This is exactly my humor here. Theodore Rex Pin. So let's fight him. Physical attack? Come on, you got some pretty funny attacks. Alright, agility plus on that. The glory of chaos! Stuffing! Ah, you missed. That would have really hurt, though. Okay, he just powered himself up. Which I'll show you. See, his attack is up and his agility up and his defense is down. So you want to just go nuts on the physical attacks now. And just, you know, when he hits you now, he's going to hit really hard, but hopefully I won't give him a chance. He hasn't done shit. I got very lucky with this. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Infernal Slash should end it. So much for Theodore Rex Pin. And again, you might not be as high of a level when you play this, so... Okay. Magus levels, Galena levels. And I got a Colossus Orb and a Quicken Scroll, so that's pretty cool. I love that sound effect. It cracks me up. Alright, so that raises everybody's attack. You could look around, you could even use yourself a Crystal Shard if you have it, which I'm going to do. And yeah, I'll save it, why not? Oh, alright. In we go. His will shall move the earth, for his powers are many. Oh, I like this part too. Most curious. I'm not controlling this, by the way. This is a cutscene. There appears to be no exit. Oh, I hear footsteps. Oh, look, it's Magus Lee. Wait, that's me. I know that guy. So, prisoner, it appears you have finally reached the end of your crimes. Interesting. I wonder what sort of parable is to be sought here. Silence! Nothing you say will release you from that cell. I remember this. The only way you're getting out of here is when a guard sweeps up your remains. Seems I am witnessing an event of the past. The man who stood here was a notorious rapist who had eluded capture for so long. I could leave you here to rot until there's naught but moldy old bones in this cell, but your sentence is death, whenever it is convenient for me. Your begging disgusts me. What mercy shall I offer chattel like you? The same mercy you show to your victims? Perhaps I am to be told I was too harsh. Should I have shown mercy then? You shall play Korra no more. Oh shit. Okay, so here we are in this like limbo area. Of course not. Oh look, it's young me. Come again? Of course you should not have shown mercy. While you have already shown that you can sometimes do the wrong thing, this does not erase the times in which your will was correct. Indeed. You are growing, Magus. The form you see before you is symbolic of this fact. Tell me, what do you see? Myself, many years ago. Of course. In many ways you are different, and in many ways you will be different in the future. You are speaking of self-improvement. No, I am speaking of growth. We all grow. This is a fact. Am I not a better person than I was then? No one can answer that honestly but you. But you are me. True, but I didn't say you will answer honestly, only that you can. The fact is, most of the growth you will do in your lifetime is ahead of you, assuming, of course, that you live to see it. Then what is it precisely that you are here to tell me? That your convictions are important. Your will has always been strong, but the trials you have yet to face will test your will, Magus. It will test it sorely. Indeed, this is not just another enemy I face. Doubt will slay you before a sword can. I see. So what trial shall I face? Eager to test that will of yours? Let's try something you can't have seen coming. What sort of... Ah, okay. So we get to fight, our comrades! Urzeria, Isis, Kadar, and Krista. And they actually, I get to explain this because it's not really explained in the game. They each kind of represent a different sort of relationship to Magus. Zeria is his wife, he's in love with her. Isis is his daughter-in-law. She's, you know, related to him through marriage. So it's sort of a different relationship. Kadar is his son. They are related by blood. And Krista is not related to him at all, but she's an ally. You know, she's actually a subordinate of him. So let's, this is not going to be easy at any level, really. It's sort of like the Vengeance Spirits, if you ever got to that part. You definitely want to focus on Isis as much as you can, because she will heal them! I'm a high enough level that this shouldn't be too much of a problem at all, but, yeah. Comes Weapon Curse, lowering Zeria and Isis's attack. Stagnate. That wasn't alright. I'd rather her do Stagnate and lower my speed, Agnes Avenger, than use Curvira and heal everybody, which means that. Always take out the healer first. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's okay, though. I'm getting lucky. She's not healing them. It's okay. It's a let's play. I don't mind getting lucky. This Weapon Curse. I'm already pretty weapon cursed. Shockwave. You see, these are all attacks that are in your own arsenal, of course. Galena's the only one attacking because she's the only fucking one that's not debuffed like crazy. Please tell me they took Isis out. Oh, yep, Isis is down. Alright. Just kind of heal everybody out. Krista will probably be the next to fall because I'm going to attack them all, and her defense is not... I didn't mean to do Electric Hell. What is wrong with me? Her defense is not the greatest against, like, dark attacks, especially. Weapon Curse again. Time to hit Isis. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, Dragon Mount. Dragonic Annihilation. Fucking Avenger again. Shockwave and Krista's down. Kodar's the toughest because he's got, like, mad fucking hit points. And his defense is pretty high, so he'll probably be the last to fall. Got Magic Drain on Zeria. Oh yeah, that was a good choice. Oof. This might take out Zeria. Zeria taking out Zeria. That didn't work though. Shockwave. This ain't gonna do great damage, but it'll do something. Now I could take her out with Dragon Form. Especially with Isis being kind of low on the old HP. That's it for her. I don't get to use Kyrian that much. Oh, that Avenger, man. Toss Magus at you. Alright, Kadar, enough of this shit. Ah, it's a good time for her debuffs to wear off. Yeah, didn't have much magic. This should probably end it. Bad panic. Yay! Alright, leveled up, leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. And I get a Power Vial, a Quick Boost, which is an item not found in the normal game, and a Cyan Crystal, and an Ultra Elixir, so that's pretty awesome. That was unique. Alright, so let's use some of those items there. Cyan Crystal. And I want to use those other stuffs. Where are they? Quick Boost for Isis, Power Vial for Zeria. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and use a Crystal Shard here. I'm going to save it. Let's move on. Gods help us all as we rest our hopes in Him. Sounds like a baby crying. He's finally asleep. I am to assume you have a son? Of course. We are, after all, looking into your deepest hope. I'll be honest, this is not at all what I would have expected. You did not expect to see your deepest hope? Or is it not what you expected? Both. Honestly, knowing my son Kadar has a child of his own is not my greatest hope. It is a matter of choice. It is a matter of course. Really? How so? He is the leader of a nation, and from what I understand, the apple of many a young Zelonian girl's eye. I fully expect that he will get married and have children. Hopes need not be unrealistic. Indeed, I just find this to be underwhelming. Why is that? My greatest desire is not some big revelation, nor something I ever gave more than a passing thought to. Not your greatest desire, but your deepest hope. Of course you haven't given it much thought. That is why it is deep. It is not a desire either, but a hope. You say it is a matter of course that your son will marry and have children. But this is dependent on his survival, is it not? So what you're saying is my hopes hinge on Kadar's survival? That is an oversimplification. Kadar is representative of your family. And the baby? Your future. So what parable is to be taught here? Not a parable, but a reflection. Here's a question to which I did not expect an actual answer, yet I ask for you to contemplate it. If you knew that Kadar was not to survive, that this possibility would never come to pass, what would you tell him? Is there no correct answer? Quite the contrary. There isn't an incorrect answer. But consider this. Whatever you'd say to your family members, knowing they might not survive the coming war, perhaps you should say it. Are you prophesizing the demise of our family, that we will lose? I am no prophet. I'm a part of you, after all. But to be effective, you must hope for the best and prepare for the worst. And now you must press onwards. Okay, so here comes our question and answer session. I have a great cutlass once worn by Krista Iyer, but of whom did it once belong? Your choices are Endrin, Rune, Krista, or Nigero. Now, if you get the answer wrong, you're going to have to fight a very powerful boss. It is actually a powered-up version of Kietis. He has a new sprite. He's very difficult. Not going to show you that because it takes forever to beat him. So, if you want to fight him, you know, fight him, you get the answer wrong. If you don't want to know the answer and you want to, like, do it yourself, you might want to just look away or just, like, I don't know, skip ahead a little. But the answer is actually Rune was the name of the guy, and this was related to a side quest on Velasca. Correct, you may proceed. Okay. Among your number is a vampiress of great power. From where did she initially hail? And your choices are Kazareth, Valdres, Ivory Mist, and Solarion. And if you paid attention, you will know that the vampiress is Drea Nightshade, and her origin is that she was from Solarion. Correct, you may proceed. To whom did the Dark Sisters owe their allegiance? You have Antocalius, Zeon, Gaston, and Zexor. Well, they were kind of working for all these guys, but they owed their allegiance to Zexor. Correct, you may proceed. And if you need to heal, there's a heal station, and you might need to after all that, you know, fighting Kietis if you did. But you still gotta fight these fuckholes! You got an Urdaemonus and a Separtarnus. Separtarnus is a fucking pain in the ass. Kind of a redux of... yeah, he absorbs. Alright. He absorbs dark attacks, so you gotta watch out for that. I'm still gonna boost up Zeria because she's gonna be using Infernal Slash to get rid of that Separtarnus. Dragon form is physical, that's energy based, so... You can see that the defense is really ridiculous too. Demise. Oh, I got poisoned too. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, Infernal Slash on this ass fuck. I'm gonna throw out a Quicken Scroll since I have so many of them. Oh, and then he uses Stagnate. I shouldn't have bothered. Ugh. But it'll keep Galena quickened. Demise. Wait, who is this? Zeon? Yeah, I really need you to use Infernal Slash. That's right, she takes damage 3 times. Alright, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hold on. Gonna use an elixir on her. Do it, Galena. Do it! Dog shit taco! Okay, use Rejuvenate here. But help, Barbara Streisand! Getting there. This can be a very hard battle, especially if you had to fight Ketis 3 times. Oh, they got negated. That's okay. Actually, that's not okay, because 2 of the 3 hits of Infernal Slash are magical attacks. So let me actually just go ahead and use Rejuvenate again. Our Quicken Scroll's starting to run out. At this rate, they're both going to go down together with one of Galena's attacks. I'm concentrating on the little guy, but the big guy's taking way more damage. Well, not together, but close enough. I wanted to give her at least one chance to magic drain him, because I... Forget if there's a crystal. Oh, there is a crystal there. I didn't need to do that. If you don't have crystal shards, you might have a problem with that. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, that's it. Level up, you guys. And a Trinian potion and an Istrian potion. Let me go use those right away. You and you. Moving on. We're getting there. The capacity for mercy is the greatest strength, but also the rarest. Nobody here. I suppose I should press on now. So here we have one of these climbing sections. Oh! Earth spiders, those dicks. They're the only enemies you run into here. There's no random encounters, as you see, there's no battle gauge. Okay. Ethereal levels, Isis levels, yay. Mega Potion. Awesome. Whoop! Mage's Hippity Hop. Yes, that is what we call it. I like the Mage's Hippity Hop. Whoop! Oh no! Earth spiders, you guys! Only one, okay. Fuck you! Really? Okay. Night. And it's a level up for Galena. And I got a Mega Ether. Mage's Hippity Hop. Okay. Phoenix tears. Oh no! Okay, here we go. Fuck you all. Yeah, I guess I use Warrior Chaos. You're not gonna survive it. Alright, there we go. Whoop. There's a spider there, but I didn't fight him. There's other shit to get before I go up there. I believe there's something down here. Or not. Is that just the direct route? Yeah, there's one item there. Oh no! Let's magic drain him. Oh, he doesn't have any magic at all. Alright, never mind that then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he missed the other one. 6. How perfect was that? That was great. Okay. There's a Z potion. And there's also another spider, but... Just hop it up, boop! Hop it up, ba. The mage is hippity-dippity-dop, bop, hop, hop. Oh my, another quicken scroll. You were not expected to make it this far, Dark Lord. Show yourself. I care not what the aspects say. You must have fooled them somehow. You have no capacity for mercy. Mercy? Your nature is cold and closed off. You cannot learn. How must I prove otherwise? What trial must I endure? Bring forth a challenge and I shall best it. This is exactly what I mean. You are a waste of time, Dark Lord. You're different from the others. Will you not show yourself? Treat with me as the others have. You'll not play diplomat with me, Dark Lord. It was never your strength. No, your kind knows only the end of a sword. Do you think all problems are to be solved by battle? There's a typo there. Tanya. Fix that! Don't worry, like I said, the QA people... Actually, they've already fixed it. I just don't have the latest build. Such is life on Korra. Korra is shaped by its leaders, men such as you. Very well, then. You can't be reasoned with. Face your foe, bludgeon and slice your way to victory. Oh, look, it looks like Anto. It's Abyssal Malice. You got some awesome music playing. Alright, I'll stop doing that. That is actually really irritating. Just, Tricurse! Oh, I don't like Tricurse. It's so debuffed. Hasn't really done anything yet other than debuff me, so I'm good. Abyssal Ember. Yeah, that could be nasty if I wasn't level insane. Even if you are level insane, the last boss of this place, which is coming fairly soon, gets to be pretty sweet. Plus, I am using the absolute optimal party, including, you know, Galena, who's actually an unlockable character, so... And demolition! You know, that's gonna hurt. It wasn't too bad, because they hit Galena. Actually, now just attack. If I know Tanya, she would have made him immune to magic drain. Haha, you suck. You did that already. So you should have waited a turn because Zeria's debuffs just wore off. Yeah, I can last so long, boy. That might be it. Yep. Okay, level. Got Phoenix Tears and an Ultra Elixir. Okay. Crystal Shard. Let's just continue along. The next part is really cool, some good dialogue, I think. The same power that will keep them together in this darkest time is the progenitor of the greatest evil they face. There can be nothing as wondrous or as destructive. Sabra. Yes, the first. The first what? Love. This is what I represent. Love. Might it not have been Zeria or Galena? There's more than one type of love, mate. Just let's face it, with parents like ours, you're very lucky to have a sister to care for and to care for you. It's not that. Of course I love my sister. It's just that she's gone. My heart fills not with love at her image, but with wrath and sorrow. The stronger the love, the greater the loss. Meaning? A colder one would feel less. The magnitude of your pain only speaks to the magnitude of your love. Most intriguing. The last aspect spoke of little but my coldness. That doesn't sound like hope. Hope! No, there was another. You're surprised? Very! What form did this aspect take? None. It was formless, a disembodied voice. But whose voice? I know not, though it seemed familiar somehow. This is very big, mages. Do you realize what this means? No. There is a part of yourself that you are disconnected from, which is why we were not aware of it. Of what trait did this voice speak of? It spoke of mercy. Ha ha, mages, of course. Mercy, yes, it makes sense. Mercy was never your strong suit, but it doesn't color your entire being. You can be cold, yes, but when faced with the image of Sabra, you thought of others, Zeria, Galena, and there are others, are there not? Yes, I've had no shortage of loves. There was Sapphire, of course. And your children, mages, we must not forget them. No, of course not. Kedar, Anari, Trinity, and Dasan. They are important to me. And of course you have a grandchild. Yes, Ziara, the little warrioress. Think of all that you've been through, all that you've experienced since you arrived in this nightmare. This was the first you've smiled. Indeed. You're not a smiling man, Magus, and you will have little reason to in the coming days and months. I expect you're quite correct. Rarity makes a thing more special. Do you trust the smile of a man who does little but grin? No. But when a man like you smiles, it means more. This is the first of these chats that I've enjoyed. It is also the last. Does that mean I near the end of these trials? Yes. This is right after I exiled Exides. I returned. I was so powerful that Korra cracked before my feet. It was as to be a god. So you're back in the Lee estate. There's some stuff you can pick up. These cracked houses. There's an intellect boost there. I'm going to go ahead and use that. You could just go straight forward, but, you know, you want to find the treasures and fight the enemies. That's right. Those wisps absorb dark attacks. I'll just onslaught the little bitch. That probably wasn't even needed. Electric Hell would have done it. Well, fuck you! Haha, you suck. Oh yeah. Eat my melted shit. Oh well. Eat Isis's melted shit. Yeah, there you go. You liked it better, didn't you? Alright. Let's go in a leveling up. Okay. There's a defense vial there. It's all stuff like that. Oh, I meant to use that on mages, but... I could get everything, but I want to leave some things to your imagination, so let's just go to the end here. There's more hanging around. Ooh. Ooh. Worst annihilation ever. Once again, I doubt that was necessary, but it'll allow me to use this without healing the guy. Schmuck! Really? Still alive? And well... Oh, fuck you, guy. Calignus. Dick. Dick. I don't know, there's a joke there somewhere. Because it does have the treasures laying around, but I'm just gonna go to the end, because this is getting long anyway. I just meant to show you the story. There's a lot more to the DLC than just this story, as I said, but this is the main part of it. I remember, this is where Sabra... I did not understand then why she feared me. I only wished to fulfill my promise. Now that I look back, I remember the dream she spoke of. Ah, see, it ties all back to the beginning of the game. Oh, shit. Look! It's the Heartless Angel. The first time I fought her, she was a fucking pain in the ass. And I was way higher level. So, you know, maybe I'll get lucky, but I fully intend for this to be thoroughly irritating. Yeah, it did shit damage. Let's try Glory Chaos. Probably did shit damage as well. No, actually really good. Okay. Fist of Renaya! Oof. And it lowered serious defense. Do it, Galena, do it! Dog shit taco! There we go. Arcanus Wave! Ooh, that's not good. Alright. You just attack. I'll have Isis heal. Well, but I don't need to heal really so much, but I definitely need to get rid of all that darkness, so I'm going to use Rejuvenate. Oh yeah, that was a great idea. Ooh, Arcanus Wave again. Oh, he's gonna miss with Onslaught, so... Glory Chaos never misses. It's almost over, so... This should end it. Alright, rock and roll, baby. Level, 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 level. Sign Crystal Fatima Stone. Fatima Stone, Sign Crystal. Oh, that's it. One of these suckers. In we go. He must be greater than the sum of his parts, for to be less is to invite the end of everything. Wrath for your foes. Payment to your war debts. Fear of your trauma. Will to rise against. Hope for a future. Mercy. Love for your chosen. And look who it is, the mysterious woman. So you've survived. Dark Lord, I admit one thing, I underestimated you. It was you. Your voice I heard in the mountains. Yes. So you were the missing aspect of mercy? Ha! You have none. This is why I spoke to you then. That place was empty. You're not part of me at all, are you? No. What am I to you but mystery? You've spoken of my sins, and I had thought the matter to be resolved. Did you think that one who could walk into the abyss, force a detour upon you, and summon spirits of vengeance could be destroyed with a simple sword strike? Dialogue here may be different depending on the choices you've made in the game, by the way. Your sins brought us together, specifically your lack of mercy. What is it to you anyway? You've spoken of my sins and of coldness and lack of mercy. But what is it to you? Are you the architect of this nightmare? No, Dark Lord, you are. I facilitated. I opened the door, but you stepped through. What you have faced, I made it possible, but it was you who made it real. Who are you really? I think after all this, I have at least the right to the truth behind your hatred. Very well. You fought a war years ago in the Rim Kingdoms. They referred to those crusades as the Magus Wars. Go on. You were not without allies then, and for reasons I could never comprehend, some of my people were among them. You are an unseelie fae. Yes, and I'd remain neutral in that conflict. Why, even the Seelie Fae would throw their lot in with a Dark Lord such as yourself I can't fathom. Of course you did not ken neutrality. You could not fathom a thought that there would be any who wanted no part in your wars or your empire. Did we meet? I remember you not. You wouldn't deign to meet one below your lofty notice. You had conquest in mind. Your soldiers saw only enemies and allies, and as I was neither, I must have been against you. I see. I was accused of espionage, of helping Goldenhorn. I was captured and tortured. This was not done by me. It was done in your name, by your soldiers. I spent weeks in a makeshift prison camp until the order came. The imperial order for my execution, for a crime I was not guilty of, for which I suffered no chance at defense. You condemned me to death, without ever seeing my face or knowing my name. What is your name? Very well. Had you shown interest back then, you would not be here in this situation. My name is Alana. Alana, tell me of what happened next. Obviously you were not executed. No. The soldiers discussed who was to do away with me. They argued. They did this in front of me, you see, of final cruelty. If there was some way to prove to you that this is not my way, it matters not. In the end they selected the youngest among them, a mere strip of a lad, barely old enough to shave. Yet he was given this honor in your name, Dark Lord. Do you know why? None others wished to? How skewed your thinking is. They all wanted to. They chose him because he was a young, raw recruit. He had not experienced yet the glory of killing in your name. Go on. Isn't it obvious? The lad could not see me as his enemy. I pleaded innocence yet, and he could hear the truth of my words. He didn't see me as chattel, as a spy against the glorious cause. He saw me as a person, one who did not deserve to be led away into the woods to meet her end at the point of a sword. So he bade me to disappear. He went back to report of my grisly demise at his hands, to surely finally be considered a man of the Empire. He showed mercy. And since then you plotted your revenge. Hardly. I was glad to be alive. I disappeared and the Magus Wars eventually ended. Your dreams of expanding your empire past the Miri landmass denied. Did it ever occur to you that I had greater issues to deal with than the fate of an accused spy? You profess innocence now? No. I never claimed to be innocent. No leader can. I claim that the soldiers who taunted and tortured you simply wished to dispose of you. Still, atrocities done in your name, Dark Lord. Can you truly disavow responsibility for your actions? Can you defend your own actions? Are you mocking me? Tell me this. Would you see the likes of Zeon go undefeated? Or perhaps you have the power and the will to seal away the atrocity of the gods? Your silence tells me the answer. You pick and choose which actions I have taken, which aspects of my personality to judge me by. Have you not watched all that has transpired within this nightmare? No. It is within your mind. I am only privy to what I can see plainly. If I have learned anything here, Alana, it is that I am complicated. I endeavor to be more than I am. Can you say the same? Your words sting, Dark Lord, but I am not entitled to some degree of satisfaction? Even if the cost is everything? Very well, then. I will trouble you not. Conclude your business. Save the world if that's what you must do. However, I will be watching you, Dark Lord. Indeed. Go then, but know this. Your foe here is none other than yourself. Meaning what? Meaning that if you wish to awaken, you must battle once more. Very well. For the record, I hope you survive, Dark Lord, because I want to see your so-called growth. I'll never be far off. See you in another game. Alright, let's do this. It began with a destined eclipse, so too shall the fated one awaken to it at the very end. Okay, I don't think I need to heal. No, I'm good. Are you Harbinger? Quite the contrary, Dark Lord. I am not your distant echo. You are me, then. I am not. I am a test. Your final test here. To what end? To see if you are greater than the sum of your parts. I am the aspect. Here we go. So this is the final boss of the DLC campaign. The aspect, he is not easy. Even at a high level like mine. It's going to take a while. Get some great music. I'm going to make the music nice and loud. Holy Radiance! Oh. That wasn't too bad. Go ahead and use the... Well, that's a little weird. I think it's because the bought Quicken Scrolls and the ones that you find are a little different. Tanya will see that. They might already be fixed for all I know. Oh, I got lucky there. Onslaught, he missed a lot. Starting to wear off. There's Contemplation. Ooh, what does that do? I got about a quarter of his health now. Butthole Brabba Streisand. Onslaught, 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 onslaught. Once again I got lucky, because not only did he attack the wrong character, but he missed a couple of times. Galena's pretty much got... She's got the best armor on. There's actually a secret sword and a secret armor that nobody has ever found that doesn't work for Kazara Studios. I'm gonna put that out there. Galena's wearing the armor, and Azeria there is using the sword. So, it kind of explains a little bit why Azeria is a lot powerful and Galena's defense is insane. Why she's constantly healing herself every time she moves, too. But nobody's found those items. Best sword in the game and the best armor in the game. Will I tell you where they are? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Sakuran healing himself. could just use Quicken Scrolls since I have so many of them. Oh, you're healing yourself again. Man, I'm getting lucky in this battle. Use a Mega Ether, actually. By the way, if you use a Mega Ether, it only heals 200 to everybody, because you didn't have Isis do it. Items are double effective when used by Isis. Some of the mechanics of the game people still haven't figured out, you know? If you're wondering why he's not attacking that much, it's because of the way the ATB works. I'm keeping everybody kind of agility blessed. It doesn't give him that much time to do anything. Cleansing aura. Oh shit! Yeah, MP damage, and he just healed himself. I've actually gotten lucky with those kind of attacks. A lot of the enemies in this DLC package have attacks that directly damage your magic points. And they can be pretty liberal with using them. That's the first time I've gotten nailed with that. That's kind of the cool thing about our games in general, is that you can play through them, 5 times, and then on the 6th time there'll be something that you haven't seen. Magus and Isis looks like a debuff there, so there's a lot going on with that attack. If you're playing this and you're like, man, he's just attacking and attacking and attacking, I can't get. Here comes Arcanus Hell. Ugh. I can't get a fucking word in edgewise. You gotta always use your Quicken Scrolls, use your agility vest. You gotta make yourself faster than the enemy. That's the way to win in any RPG. Speed is always the most important stat. Very rarely is there any reason not to think that. Over. By the way, Tanya did the sprite for Aspect. I thought he looked like Jaquio a little bit, but really awesome. And that's it. Now we get to watch the ending. And if you don't want to spoil it for yourselves, just stop now and go do something else. But I'm going to show you the whole thing. The enemy will yield their spoils. You get 1 Soul of Magus. Indeed. Magus, what the hell happened? As soon as you went through that door, it locked itself. You were in there all night. I've had an experience. Mind cluing us in? We heard you calling out. I was compelled to sleep. You were sleeping? You lock yourself in some mysterious Fey dwelling and figure to take a nap? That's nothing. I once fell asleep on the roof of Odessa's pub place in Tezeroth. Long story. What did you experience, Magus? A nightmare. Mother of Shaddai, is that what we heard you yelling about, Magus? It was all a bad dream? Yes, a bad dream. Magus is being coy. Fey legends have spoken about this house. People who go in it have strange experiences. Isn't a nightmare a strange experience on its own? I know I've had some strange experiences in bed. Ho ho, Krista! Krista! Oh, never mind that. The Emperor never dreams. He sleeps like the dead, far as I know. This is true. I've never been known to dream, save for once a long time ago. There was some magic involved, wasn't there? Definitely. It may be folly, but I feel fortunate to be here. Fortunate? How so? There was considerable danger. Oh, Magus, that's the whole point of a nightmare. You think you're in danger, but it's not real. I guess you never really had one before, but that's how they feel, like you're in danger. I don't know. In this place, it's possible the danger was real. Are you saying the Emperor was attacked through his dream? It's possible. I suppose I should consider the possibility that it was but a dream. There really is no way of knowing, is there? We could always scoop out the Emperor's brains and sift through them. Ooh, sounds like fun. I wonder, Magus, if you fell under another's control for a while in there. Either way, it seems like whatever happened is over now. I'm We've had enough troubles as it is. So snap out of it, Lee. Father asked you to be here as well? Yes. Is it just the two of us? It seems that way. What do you think this is about? I know not. Father seemed insistent, however. It must be important. I hope everything is all right. Father, is everything all right? Yes, I am fine. That is well. So, why did you ask us to meet you here? Have I ever told you two about the time Commander Ire and I found ourselves behind enemy lines, facing off against a horde of were-hippos? Ha ha! Were-hippos, Father! They were quite ferocious. What happened then? Well, the commander, a true paragon of the bravery and discipline befitting soldiers of the Khazareth Empire, started waving her sword around and shrieking at the top of her lungs. Yeah. Even the greatest or most terrible men are men after all. And we get to see the credits. Chronicles of Dark Lord Episode 1, Tides of Fate, Nightmare Vision. Which is longer than Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Heroes. Just want to point that out. Executive producer Tanya Botello and me, John Sierra. And you get all this new music is included with the game, too. Story by me. Downloadable content mapping by Tanya Botello. Lies! It was Tanya Bottleho! Music by Celestial Aeon Project, Zero Project, Sketchy Logic, and sound effects by Enterbrain. Director of Quality Assurance, Chris Ragland. Testers Brian Williams, Eric Smith, Shadowwolf McCullough, Zach Truitt, and edited by James Fazzuglio and April French. They really didn't stay up long enough. Special thanks to Lynn Carrick, Mog Hunter, and Brian Williams. Your world will exist no more, and that is the game. Like I said, longer than Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and that costs $40. So, buy our game instead. So, I'll see you guys. I hope you had fun watching it, and I hope you will have fun playing it. I might have noticed a few things here and there. Like I said, I was not actually using the final version. I don't actually have the final build of the DLC yet, but it was close enough, and I really wanted to show it you guys, since today is the day it actually is going to be released. So, hey, this was a full playthrough, so I gotta say fuck you at the end, right? Fuck you. See you guys.